I have some friends that have a Rockwood Mini Light, 2021. They've had it for almost a year, and they've had a problem with a couple water leaks. And it's a 2104S. They purchased it in Santa Rosa, and they got a water leak in here above the microwave, and they got one in the bathroom. So let's go inside and take a look at where the water leaks. Well, let's go inside here, and I'll show you where they're having the problems here. So they had here the microwave. They said water was coming out right here and dripping down on the counter all over this area. So, and then in the bathroom, they had water actually in here dripping out of the screw here, because this roof is sloped. So it's actually leaking up here, which I'll show you up above, and the water is running down there and coming out the light. So they immediately caught it, and they took this off. They dried everything out. They covered it up. It was raining outside. They stopped the water from coming inside. So, and here up above is Antenna and Wi-Fi Ranger that's leaking and coming down. So fortunately, there's no permanent damage in here, but they are reporting it to Rockwood that there's a problem. So we want to get this fixed right away, because the RV place is booked up, and they're short technicians right now. All their technicians quit. So they're working on getting mobile crews out to help people out that have bought trailers from them to take care of warranty issues. So this is actually a really nice trailer. Inside still smells really new. So let's go outside on the roof and take a look at where the problems are. So here's the problem here. I'm going to take this MaxX Air fan cover off, and we'll take a look at where it's leaking here. And then here's the Wi-Fi Ranger and the TV antenna we'll pull apart, and that's where it's leaking in over the microwave. And this is leaking over the bathroom. To take this off here, there's 4 clips. There's 2 on each side. Just pull this off. I've got the other clips off. Take this off. Put it to the side, and then we're going to get this cleaned up, and the area is cleaned up where it's leaking. You can see here, water's getting in here, and it doesn't seem like it'd go in there, but it does. That's the problem. The water goes in here. See that? This thing is less than a year old, and it's leaking by here. So we're going to seal all 4 of these up. You can see right there how it's shrinking the Dicor sealant. Got all this cleaned up here. Wiped it all down with acetone with a rag. I just use a nail polish remover. Acetone is cheaper than buying acetone at a hardware store. And then in here, got acetone on this Q-tip and wiped in here, got it really clean. So I got it pretty clean around here. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have the Dicor self-leveling sealant here, white, and I'm just going to inject it into here and all the way around this here. And then I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. So we got these all sealed off here. Loaded the Dicor on there. Actually made it up higher so that when this dome goes back on, it'll be on there nice and tight and won't rattle around. So without adding extra Dicor there on our trailer, I realized that before, my hood in the wind shook around at night and you hear rattling. But if you put the Dicor there, it sits down tight and it works out real well. So let's go around and look at the Wi-Fi Ranger. So for this, we're going to have to take these screws off. They go all the way around. And we'll pull this top off of this whole unit here to get to where the problem is. We got the screws taken off here. They're short screws so they don't puncture the membrane of the roof. So I'm thinking that this here is mounted down under here with screws holding it down. We did find water in here. This is where we got to seal it off. It looks like when it was installed, you can see the crack goes across here. So they must have torqued it down and busted this piece off. So they're going to take and under warranty get this all replaced. But until then, we got to seal this off. So we're going to load some Dicor all in here to keep the water out. So you can see that crack. So that water can easily go in the crack and inside. Same with the other side here. So we'll get some Dicor on there and seal it off, and then they'll get it this whole thing replaced. Here's a close-up of the area. You can see here the seals set up against this, and you can see that's broken out. So here we are. I removed this here because I saw the crack coming all the way back. Just loaded the Dicor all up here where that crack was. Went all the way around there. I want to make sure nothing leaks in there. And so if anything leaks in there, we'll have stopped it here until they get a new unit up here. I got this electronics board back in place here, and now I'm just going to go ahead and get the top back on. Looking on the antenna top here, you can see the seal right here, how this is all cracked. So once I get this back on, I'm just going to Dicor around this to seal this off. You can see that ear's broken. Someone really torqued on that thing. And I was just thinking that while this thing's mounted, if something catches it really hard, it could crack these off, these ears. So keep an eye on it, on yours, to make sure they aren't busted, or when you do your inspections of your roof, check for that. And really bad here. That's where all the water's coming in. So got it in place, the screws in place, and I just loaded the Dicor around the front to seal off there where it was all cracked. So we're all done. Here we are a couple months later. The dealer finally got the antenna replaced here. Took them a long time. I love how they like to track dirt on the roof. And also, let me show you on the stairs here. The stairs and the bumper, all the dirt, they don't care. So this one looks like an upgraded model. And what they did is they cut it out, put it in like that. And let's go in for a closer look over here. I want to show you something. Now we're in here close. I just want to show you here. This newer one here has this nice and sealed off here compared to the other one where the wires just came in and ran down and in, and then if you moved it, there was a plate inside here that could move, and water could run down the wires in here and run inside there. So this newer one is sealed up a lot better where it won't do that. But if you have the old style, I recommend you take some it's a non-sag Dicor, or there's another sealant you can put in here and just fill it all up in here and seal it all off. So if water does go in here, it doesn't go inside there. Because if it does go in there, it's going to go in and go through that little hole inside back there where the white rubber gasket is inside where the wires go in and where that leak was originally going. The water was going through the roof. So you could just seal all that off, make sure it's sealed all the way around. You shouldn't have any problems. If you want, you can take this off and then inside seal up that hole that goes in through the roof. But I don't think it's necessary unless you don't seal this all up. So this could be a problem for you in the future if it hasn't already become a problem. But if you have this, you're good to go. So I want to say thanks everybody for watching, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and the all tab, and to see future videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't, thumbs down. Feel free to comment or leave any questions you want, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I appreciate everybody watching, and I love feedback on this, what you think and what you found with yours, if you ever had yours leak, and your solution to fixing the problem. And I'll make sure I leave in the description below, I'll leave all the products I used. So if you need to buy anything, feel free to buy them there or anywhere you want. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Happy camping.